Good afternoon. This is the video newsletter for Buy Sell Short for Thursday, May 26th. Pretty choppy session today. We had the exact same thing happen that we've had happen the last couple of days. We had a gap down open, the Fed come in, pump their liquidity in, and then the market go on a rally. We ended up being down about 70 plus points this morning, and then they ended up reversing course, and 110 points later we were up 40 plus before we got yet another late day drop on the market. You know, they're training traders right now to expect a dip on the open every day. And when it comes into the last 30 minutes of the day, traders just go, screw this, I'm selling, I'll buy back the dip the next morning. The good thing about that is they're buying the dip the next morning. So if there is a dip, it pays to actually jump in on a lot of plays. Looking at the Dow 15-minute chart, you can see we've got resistance right now at 12,450. If we get a break through that level, we could see about a 100-plus point move on the Dow. We're looking at a potential golden cross sometime next week. Remember, we have a long weekend, Memorial Day weekend. Market is closed on Monday. We had some more economic data, and it continues to disappoint. GDP revision was not revised up. You know, the economy is just sputtering right now, just like it did last year. And, you know, it can be viewed one of two ways. The good positive way to view it is we're going to continue to have the Fed out there supporting the economy, even with QE2 down. And, you know, the Fed has been great for stocks over the last year, so I'm glad the Fed is potentially sitting out there on the sidelines waiting to bail out long traders. Looking at the daily chart, you can see 2 days in a row now we've had a close above the 50-day moving average, and then right in the last 15 minutes they made sure to have us close just below it. I would be pretty surprised if we don't see the Dow try and make a move on the 20-day exponential. If not tomorrow, then definitely on Tuesday. And that's a 100-point move there, potential on the Dow. We've been holding up pretty well. Where would I get worried? If we saw the Dow break 12,300, I'd look to go back to an extremely high cash stance. As it is, I'm going to let the trades that I picked up over the last couple of days continue to work in this market. Russell 2K, very, very strong over the last 2 days, all the way back up to its 20-day exponential. It's another reason I love using this moving average, and we're right at the 50-day moving average. If we can get a break through that level in the next day or two, could portend well over the next couple of weeks. What we could potentially be setting up for is a 1 to 2 week rally in the Dow and actually in the overall markets into mid-June, up until the Fed QE2 program ends. U.S. dollar is actually cooperating. Dollar is coming off. It's a big move here. It's going to be interesting to see if we get some more downside on this one or whether it's just a pause from this recent run. We did have commodities weak today, despite the fact that we had the dollar down. You know, the dollar story is all going to depend on how they spin and how they scare traders with the European debt crisis. That's essentially it. Dollar down, good for stocks, period. As for stock plays, MCZ, very nice move on this one over the last couple of days. We finally got a break of the downtrend line. We still have that douchebag short trying to hold the stock back. A break through $1.89, the 50-day moving average, and this dickwad will probably throw in the towel, and we'll be looking for a move to the twos. We've got RSI about to peak up through the 50 level. We have our positive MACD cross, downtrend break on stochastics. Unbalanced volume 2 is starting to pick up, and volume was a healthy 2+ million, with a lot of that volume coming in late in the day at higher prices. So we're looking really, really good here. Now, what's been driving this one higher, and you're going to get a laugh out of this, GLUU, we were actually trading this very nicely in the chat room today, broke out big, we got a nice fat scalp on it. After hours, they come out and they raised their guidance on higher mobile phone game sales, which is why the stock has been running. So what do you think the stock did? Did it run? Of course not. Stock dropped 20 cents on the news. Not really that concerned because that's what these stocks tend to do. This big multi-year break at 508. And actually, let's pull the chart out. We probably got to go back 4 or 5 years, I believe, to see the last time this stock was up here. Actually, let me go out. Let's go out 5 years, see what we're looking at here on the chart. On that break, there you go. There's our target. 577 is our target over the next few days. Now, the stock that really is the play on this one, what's been jamming these stocks, Zynga, the Facebook game player, is set to file for its IPO anytime in the next couple of weeks. So that's the reason the gamers have woken up, especially GLUU. It got that pump on Friday on CNBS, and, it's continued to follow through on it. Cool has a partnership with Zynga. They actually have a game that they're developing together that is expected to be a big hit for both of them, Parking Wars 2. Nice downtrend break on COOL. We got as high as the 50-day moving average today. Then the last hour or so was weak going into the close, but a very nice chart setup. I would be buying dips on this one back to the 8-day moving average at 273. RSI breaking up through 50. Volume has come back, and that is the key. This is a stock, if you go back at every single big move on this stock, it has happened on a big volume move over 2 million shares, and that is exactly what we got today. We've got stochastics bouncing up through 20. We're probably looking at a positive MACD cross. I would guess maybe Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. And, we've got an earnings run developing here. And remember, unlike GLUU, these guys are booking fat gains and profits right now. So this one finally has turned the corner, just like our MCZ. And we could be in store for a nice little move on this one near term. LVLT, this little candlestick here, I took my gains on this one into the close today, hoping for a pullback possibly to the 8-day moving average 202, but I'd probably be looking to add any dips down to the 210 area. If it continues to break out higher, I would look to add probably a breakthrough 225. Still love the setup, but, we're up 5 days in a row. Black candle the last time we saw a dip the next day, so let's see if we have the same thing happen here again. DRL, this one actually has been on watch for the last few days as a rule of 2 play. We entered a small little position on this one in the chat room today, 191. Breakout is 2. We get a break of 2. We are looking for 220 on this one. Sucks that the long weekend is coming, but we got a pretty strong close on this one today, $1.95. Definitely, if we get a break through $2 early tomorrow morning, I would be looking to load this one. And we're also looking at a potential golden cross just to help things down the road. But very nice rule of 2 play setup. Last 2 rule of 2 stocks have been monsters for us, Sirius and LVLT. So let's see if we can get our trifecta with DRL over the next couple of days. GLCH, this one's on the pop scan. Was looking to play tomorrow, but got some volume late in the day, so we jumped into position on this one, 206. That 200-day moving average is the breakout. Almost did it, but it was too late in the day. Follow through tomorrow, and we will be looking for a move to 220, 225 plus. Stops on this one, 8-day moving average, so 198, 199 is where I would look to place stops here. Biotech stocks were pretty active today. We saw a lot of the old big movers over the last month get nice little bounces today. And here we've got the chart of ACAD. This was a big winner for us last month. Nice break through the 50-day moving average today. RSI is upticking. Decent volume. Stochastics in the basement. I entered a position on this one. Small position. 202. I will be looking for a first target of the 20-day exponential 212. And then after that, we could see possibly a move to 230 to the 240 range. Stops on this one. I'd be looking to place my stops probably $1.90 on that 202 entry. So that's it for the pops or the nightly video ladder. I was actually working on the popper scan just there. PopScan Play is doing very, very well over the last few days. A couple of big winners. URRE was a big mover today. A lot of 4-5% movers on that one. So definitely check out the Popper Scan tonight. And that's it. I will see you guys in Chatham tomorrow. Good night.